the graph of the function y equals g of x represents the transformation of the graph of y equals f of x. So we're to determine our new equation to represent g of x. So first I look for reflections. I can see that this has been reflected over the x-axis based on the shape. It reflects x-axis. If I look at the y-axis, there's not a reflection. I still have this, horizontal line on this side, so it didn't flip across. So we have no horizontal, no shift over the y-axis. Then I'm going to compare my domain and range. So from domain, I go from -6 to 4, so that's 10 units. So I'll just look at my domain here. And from here, if we take a look here, this is from -3 to 7, so it's 10 units. So there was no change, which means there's no horizontal stretch. Let's compare our range. I can see with the range already that there is some kind of change. So if we compare here, this is 4 units. So it was 4 units, and it is now changed from, well, this is a distance of 8 plus 2 to 10 units. Oops, I miscounted this. Sorry, this is 5 units. So 5 times what's going to give me 10, so I'm going to get a 2 in here. So that means my A value is going to be 2. Keeping in mind, it'll actually be -2 when we do our mapping notation due to our reflection. So we're going to write a point for f of x, and we're going to look at a point x -2y. So I'm going to pick any point. Since I don't have a change on the x value and it only affects the y value, it's a good idea to pick a point on the x-axis, because if I have a y value of 0, there's not even going to be a change. So this is a good point to pick, plus it's an easy image point to compare with that top of that V shape. So this point 1, 0, when I apply this, the x value doesn't change. -2 times 0 allows that to remain there. So I don't actually have to count to get to that point. I know that point is there, and I want to see what is that point on g of x. So if I count 1, 2, 3 right, okay, so now we're going to count to image points, which we started to do, and we got 3 to the right, and if we go from there, up 2. So now we just need to write our equation to match that. So y equals -2 f of x minus 3 plus 2.